Hello, come on in the room. Come on in the room. This is Brandlin. Happy New Year. Hello to all of my Facebook saints, my YouTube saints, and my Sunday school dropouts. Happy New Year. We have made it. It is actually the first day of 2023. And if this is your first time joining us, please tell us that you're new and where you're tuning in from so the family can show you some love. But how y'all doing? I am so happy. We had good service today, and we just had an overall great day. So I can't wait to talk to my family all about it. So as usual, I'm going to wait just a minute to give people a chance to come on in here. Happy New Year, Sade. I hope your new year is off to a wonderful start. I truly, truly do. Hi, Lisa. Let's see here. Hi, Carolyn. Oh. Carolyn from Western Pennsylvania. And hi, Sarah. Where are you from, Sarah? I know it says it. I just can't see it. St. Louis. Well, I hope everybody is doing great. And I'm so glad to be here with you guys. Y'all, we've made it. We made it. Let's see here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm trying to catch the comment queue. It's moving fast. You don't look like... Y'all, let me tell you something. My hair's not done. And so I had to make an outfit today from the headband down. Do you understand? So it's like, okay, this is the headband we're wearing today. What can make this go? And of course, I just rock my school colors, UTC. So thank you for saying I don't look like a bottle of mustard, but we're not going to lie in 2023. Okay. We're not doing that no more. Oh my goodness. So for anyone who doesn't know, today I had a great experience. I went out to eat. My parents, I promise, they have stock in Cracker Barrel. They love Cracker Barrel. So we went to Cracker Barrel to eat. And this lady just walks up to me and she's like, your videos. I watch your videos. First and foremost, let me tell you something. When you walk up to me and you say something, it's like confirmation that I'm doing something good, that I'm doing the right thing. So please do that. But I met Miss Antoinette, and she was absolutely a lovely lady, lovely. And when she walked off, my daughter and my niece were like, we love her hair. So it was a pleasure meeting you. Thank you so much for stopping me. If you see me, say something. I love meeting new people, especially when I know your family. So please do say something. Let's see here. Let me jump into these comments. Miss Vicky says, Happy New Year from Alma, Arkansas. Well, Happy New Year right back to you. And same to you, Miss Glenda in Georgia. Same to you. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Anya says, oh, yes, let's get an Anya update. Anya says, I'm in rehab and it's not very good. Praying in a better one tomorrow. We are praying for you and with you, Anya. And you know what? That was confirmation of something that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. For anyone who's new, normally we have lots of laughs. We just come on and we laugh and, that's how we start our week. And I'm not ever going to not have something funny to say, okay? But if you will bear with me for just a moment, there's something that has really just kind of been in my spirit. And I've learned that when it hits you, you need to say it, because if it's something that helped me, it can help somebody else. So last night at church, we had watch night service. Now, we don't watch the night come in 2023 literally come in. So our service was at 7 and everyone was home by 9. Okay. But at service, the title of my dad's sermon was Don't Turn Back. Okay. And that kind of worked with me a little bit all day, don't turn back. But for some reason today, what's just been in my spirit, and we had good church. You ever had, we go to church all the time, but just good church, just church. That's what we had today. And what's been in my spirit and something that I want to just say to you all, and I don't know if this is for you or if this is for someone else, feel free to use it. Okay. Now that we are at the beginning of the year, Something that people tend to do are two things. People tend to make New Year's resolutions and vision boards. Okay. Now I'm all for a vision board. I don't knock New Year's resolutions. It's just they don't seem to work for me. But I will do a vision board. But I'm starting to realize, and something that I'm personally wrestling with, is understanding there's a difference between having a vision and seeing. Okay. Bear with me, I will explain. When you go to a vision board party, there's usually magazines and you have tape and glue and a board, and you make this huge proclamation, this vision of things that you want in your future. Okay. You put things on there. I can't speak for you. I can only tell you what I've put on vision boards before. I have envisioned a bigger house. I've envisioned a new car, better health, a closer relationship with the Lord. These are things that I just put on my board. Okay. I can't healthier eating. Now that one, I put that on there as a trend. We all know better, but that's beside the point. So I put all of this stuff on this vision board, and I'm like, okay, this is my vision. This is my vision. But in actuality, the problem I have with vision board parties is you create these things, and then you don't talk about how you get there. You don't talk about the things you have to go through to get to the end goal. You don't talk about what setbacks you may have. Okay. And what I'm realizing is, you know how they say, oh, wait a minute. Miss Mary has never heard of a vision board. A vision board is like, it's just a party you do where you put a bunch of magazines in the middle of the table or art clippings, and you literally make a board and manifest what you want to come to fruition. Okay. And it is wonderful. It is a wonderful thing, but I feel that it needs to have more. Having a vision board is excellent because it gives you something to visually see. This is what I've wanted for this coming year. But what tends to happen is people don't talk about how to get to the vision. Something we tend to say all the time or see things as though they were. You've heard that, right? See things as though they were. But here's the issue there. We don't really define the word see correctly. I can see things as though they were. I can see myself a size 4 in a bikini. I can see that all day. The problem is I also see the hot sign at Krispy Kreme. The problem is I also see my favorite TV show on that keeps me from running so that I can get to that point. We make these vision boards, and what we're doing is just seeing. That's really what we're doing. But we don't take the time to understand what a true vision is. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about, just real quick. There are two very important characteristics about a vision that I want to share. Okay. The first, have you ever noticed that when people talk about a vision, they're actually talking about the future? You don't hear people say, I had a vision, and they're referring to something that already happened in the past. Most of the time, when you say that, you're reminiscing or you're having a flashback. For the most part, when you have a vision, it's about the future. It's not about the past. Okay. And I think that's important because when it's a true vision, you got to keep in mind you are manifesting and think of it as something to the future. Okay. You can't have a vision and be stuck seeing your past. Does that make sense? Come on, Topaz. What you say, Topaz? Topaz says, write the vision, make it plain, and the enemy attacks, but God. That's exactly where I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going. Mary says, we keep dreaming, but do not put the work into your vision. Absolutely. And you get depressed. because you have all these dreams and you're not making them come true. You see things, but you're not working towards your vision. So the first thing I want you to remember, just like my daddy said last night about turning back, don't turn back. Don't be so stuck in your past that you can't move forward. You can't move forward. You can't have a vision having a flashback about your past. Okay. And when I say that, that doesn't mean you every experience we go through, we learn from it, but take the lessons with you, not the pain of the experience. And there's always something that can hold you back from your past, be it, oh, let's see here. Some people, it's a bad relationship. Maybe it was an awful job. Maybe it's regret or guilt or shame or something that you did in the past that is keeping you from propelling forward. Let that go. Let that go. Does that make sense? Keep your vision this way. This way. You can't have a vision for the future holding on to your past. That's the first thing about a vision. The second thing that I really want to talk about when it comes to a vision is understanding that you can have a vision, but you also have to make sure, wait a minute, what's Sister Bell in here talking about? Sister Bell said that's why they make the rearview mirror smaller than the front window. Exactly, because you need to minimize your past and stay focused on your future. Absolutely. Absolutely. Come on, Topaz. It is so funny you bring this up. Topaz says, looking back will make you salty like Lot's wife. Absolutely. And that's actually what my daddy preached about last night, is Lot's wife and how you don't turn back. Don't turn back. You are right on it. But the other thing, which I don't know where it's coming from. I'm just telling you. When you understand the difference between seeing, because you can see something all day, and having a vision. With the vision, you can't just dream it. You got to put in the work to get there. And sometimes that is so discouraging. It can be heartening. It can irk you trying to deal with people. You'll have stumbling blocks. There'll be some people in your path that you need to get rid of. It's all kinds of stuff that'll keep you from your vision. But write the vision, make it plain. So that's all. I just want you to know that there's something that happens between the vision and you getting there. It doesn't happen like this. And that's been my personal struggle, is remembering and knowing what I know he promised me. God promised me some certain things. I know it. And sometimes I allow my circumstances to push me to the side and I don't see that. Okay. And I understand everybody who follows me is not a Christian, and that's absolutely fine. There are things that you know that you have a purpose on this earth. Okay. Everybody does. And sometimes there are things that get between you and your purpose. And all I'm telling you is keep your mind on the vision. Don't worry about all that stuff. There's a road. Okay. Nobody told you that road was going to be straight. Nobody told you there was going to not be detours and emergency and traffic and accidents. There's all kind of stuff that happen on that road to your vision. So this year, my prayer for you is, regardless to what your vision is, which I want you guys to start putting those in the comments. I want to know, what is your vision? What do you see for yourself? Just tell me one thing that you see for yourself in 2023. Okay. But whatever your vision is, we all just need to put it out there, and we're family. So we're all just going to pray for each other and make sure that we keep each other in prayer. We don't know everybody on here, but we know we're family. So just at night when you're having your prayers, or in the morning, just, Lord, take care of my Facebook family, and just make sure that whatever their vision is, whatever you have set for them, which that's a whole nother story for a whole nother life. That's honestly my struggle. I have a vision, but sometimes my vision and the Lord's vision don't quite add up. And last year I fought with that a lot, trying to figure out how to make us be the same. I don't know if anybody else has that trouble. But I struggle with that. Me and the good Lord have not quite figured out how to. And if you are a part of the blog, just so you know, I am starting back. You will get something this Wednesday. You can send me an email to this address with your email address, and I will add you to the blog. Just give me your full name. But every week I was sending you something and I stopped. I had to get through this, is understanding my vision and the Lord's vision were not matching. So pulling back to say, okay, Lord, I surrender. You do you. You do you. I'm just going to follow in your steps. Wherever you lead me is where I'll go. And so I had to fight through that. And we're going to talk about that some in the, I'll get more into that in the, when I send you my letters on Wednesdays, just talking about that. But we're getting it together. We are. So if you'd like to join or get something, I only send it out once a week on Wednesdays. Feel free to just email me your address and I will add you. Or you can go to my website and add it there. Now let me get in these comments and see. Oh, Lord, where'd the comments go? Hold on, y'all. I'm fighting with my computer. Let me see what's the one thing you guys are looking for. Sade says volunteering more. Got it. That's wonderful, girl. You want to come over here and take over for a little while? Because I feel like I'm doing a lot of volunteer work and I do not mind to share. You can be Sydney's driver, Daniel's short order cook. You can do all of that. That's not a problem. Let's see here. Health and happiness. That's wonderful. Absolutely. Oh, yes. To reconcile with my daughter. Absolutely. Yes. Let's see here. Carolyn says to move into a house and leave this tiny apartment. Girl, you and me both. Come on. Let's call two men's in a truck. Just seeing things as though they were. Tell them to come on. We don't have the house yet, but you can come on and take our stuff. We'll tell you. We'll tell you where it is. Hey, my Misty. Misty says, less debt, more travel. Come on, girl. I guess this isn't a good time to offer to go travel to the casino. That doesn't go together, does it? Oh. Miss Mary says to dig deeper into God's word. Amen. I'm with you on that. That is me. Let me see here. Brenda says, better health, give more of myself. Absolutely. But listen, Miss Brenda, you got to be careful how much of yourself you give. You fool around and your health won't be right because you didn't gave all yourself away. So find your line. Find your line. And when you find the line, let me know because I haven't found it yet. But make sure you're good because you're no good to anyone else unless you're good. Let's see here. Y'all, my comments are coming in so fast. Miss Judy says, I want to travel. Me too. Oh, here comes the prophetess, y'all. Cheryl Paul is in the building. Let me see what she says. A vision is like planting a seed. The seed goes into the ground. The seed sprouts roots underground. You don't see them above the ground until you put in the work to help it grow. It takes time, patience, nurturing, and love. If you don't tend to it, it will wither and die just like your vision. Absolutely. And you got to be careful of the naysayers. Because once you plant that seed, a lot of things are going to happen. First of all, a whole lot of nothing that you can see. Because all of that work is going on underground. So what tends to happen is you lose faith because you're not seeing what you planted come to fruition. And you have other people around you that are naysayers. That, girl, I don't know why you're worrying about that. I don't know why you're putting in that effort. Look, nothing's happening. And it doesn't help that you look to your left and you look to your right and you see everybody else. And it feels like they have the rainforest. Okay, here you are with your one little seed, and everybody around you seems to have everything short of Smokey the Bear in their forest. They look like Yellowstone, and your seed hasn't done anything. Then on top of that, people will walk over it. They'll walk straight over the ground where you've planted your seed, pushing it, feels like further down. And then let's not even talk about all the rain that comes and all the storms that come. But what you don't realize is every time somebody steps on it, it's almost like it helps to till the ground because when they step down, little bit, they just push it further down and give it those roots even further to grow down. So when it sprouts up, it's even bigger. And all that rain and storms, that's for your good. See, Mama, you see how I did that? Mama, did I do you proud? And trust me, everything I'm saying, everything, it's for me. Just like I'm saying it for you. These are things I'm having to say to myself all the time, because right now I don't see my seed. I planted it and it hadn't grown yet, but I got to have faith and know that I'm doing. You got to know that you know that you know you're doing what you need to do, that your vision will come to pass. And I'm sorry, y'all. Please forgive me. I know that we usually come on here and I have a bless your heart, and I'm going to go right back to that. But I just need you to hear me today, to hear my heart, because somebody needs to hear this. So feel free to share, to like with anybody who you know needs to hear this, because this is a great, great conversation we're having tonight. Miss Mary says her vision is to not let caregiving not overwhelm me. Let go and let God. That goes back to what we were talking about. It's somewhat like letting go of your past. He can't bless you with anything new when you're holding your fist like this because you care too much, you know? So just let go and let God. Musa, and trust. He's got you. There's a story, and I know I'm going to tell it wrong, but it was so powerful, about the rock climber who was climbing up in the middle of a storm. And the Lord kept telling him, cut the rope, cut the rope. But he was so scared to surrender that he didn't cut the rope. He was so scared, and it's a storm and it's freezing cold. And by the time he finally thought to cut the rope, when they found him the next day, he had frozen to death. And if he had just cut the rope, he was inches above the ground and he would not have hurt. So sometimes we just have to trust God and cut the rope and let go and let God. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to back it up. Oh, thank you, Topaz. Thank you. That's good to hear. Who wants to travel? Come on, Miss Judy. Miss Debbie says, my desire is to follow the Lord better and be an example my children and grandchildren can say they saw Christ in all I said and did. Absolutely. Yes. That's a blessing into itself. Oh, Miss Christine. Woo, waiting on God's timing. Isn't it something? Whew. That's why you got to be careful what you pray for. I pray you one thing you will never hear me pray for, because I know I'm not that kind of Christian. You'll never hear me pray for patience. Because this right here, that what you're talking about, is something I struggle with. I struggle. Let me see here. Miss Margaret says, the struggle you're having is my struggle and you're not alone. Wonderful. See, thank you for affirming that we needed to talk about this. We just needed to have this moment. Let's see here. Hello, my Charles. My New Year's vision is to do the Bible in a year, reading and choose a song for each day that represents the readings. Oh, now see, Charles, I was with you on the Bible in a year, but see, you added another layer. I can't cut an album. You know, I will make this little light of mine connect to every verse. Please let us know how that goes for you, though. I'm with you on the Bible in a year, but you added an extra layer. I can't. Let's see. Oh, Miss Janice wants to travel. I love all this traveling. I love it. I love it. Come on, Brenda. Brenda says, it takes the faith of a mustard seed and let it grow. Absolutely. Oh, come on. Topaz, you showing out tonight. Comparison is the thief of joy. It is. Don't even get me started on the difference between joy and happiness. Yes, joy is a mindset. Joy is something that you decide no matter what comes. I know who I am and I know whose I am. And it gives you the ability to rise above your circumstances. You can't rise above your circumstances if you are looking at everyone else. But I will be the first to tell you, Hi, my name is Brandolyn, and I am a looky-loo. That is one of my struggles, you know. But I thank you. I need to write that on a sticky note and put it somewhere. Yes, comparison is the thief of joy. It is. It truly is. Let's see here. Oh, come on, Judy. Let's go to Paris. Oui, oui. I'll do anything but eat those snails. You left me on that. But all those pastries and museums, I'm in. Oh, let's see here. Carolyn says, my grandma had a wall hanging that read, grant me patience, Lord, but hurry. I love it. I'm so going to steal that. Grant me patience, Lord, but hurry. Very true. I struggle with that. My grandmother always told me patience is the one thing you better not ask God for, because he will make you fully understand the word. He will. He will. I'm not asking for that. I am not. I am not. Tia says, joy is peace, dancing. Peace is joy, resting. Ooh, wait a minute. Joy is peace, dancing. Peace is joy, resting. Dancing? I'm going to have to sit on that one for a minute, Tia. I am going to have to sit on that. Hi, my Roro. That's right. Choose joy every single day. I don't take it lightly that my parents gave me Joy as a middle name. Well, listen, y'all. I apologize. Well, I don't apologize. We will go back to our regularly scheduled foolery on next week. But my prayer for you this week is that your vision lines up with your true purpose that the Lord has for you. And that when you set your vision, you let go of your past and you just look forward. And whatever this year holds for us, whatever, we accept it with joy in our heart, knowing that it's for our good. Everything we go through is for our good. Okay, now that includes all these never again moments. Well, listen, you know what I'm going to say. Thank you, Carolyn, for taking the words out of my mouth. Let's get our shine on in 2023. Absolutely. Share this video with anybody who you think needs it. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. That's our prayer. That is our prayer, Charles. Come on, mama. Last word. Forget what's behind you and press for the mark. Get your shine on. Stop holding in negative energy. Get your shine on in 2023. And you know I'll harass you before the week is out. You all have a wonderful, blessed, and prosperous week. Have a good one.